Hello folks, Double Tap here and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be bottling up some of our dark velvet stout. Got some of our bottles ready here, so let's crack on and get this lot bottled. Okay then, so we've got everything we need. We've got some bottles. Now I did pressure barrel this. I'm going to put a towel down underneath the area that we're going to be bottling at. This was pressure barreled, this was, if you remember. I also bottled up a few bottles at the time so we could do a taste test while I was waiting to buy one of these bottling ones, and I've now got one. I've got, how many bottles have we got? 5, 10, 15. We've got 19 bottles, so apparently this goes on here. Okay, now I've never used one of these before, so I'm going to take it easy. Okay, so the wand is supposed to fill up, but it hasn't. Do you know what? Let's try one of these pet bottles first. Oh, do you know what I forgot? Forgot the carbonation drops. It's okay, I wasn't sure if we had one open, and apparently we haven't. So now when I done the other ones, the other stouts, I put 2 carbonation drops in them. We're only going to put 1 carbonation drop in these. Let's put 1 in the other bottle. So, because it was way too overcarbonated for my taste, I think we'll try it with 1 and see how we get on. So apparently, oh, okay. And this is going to be a hell of a lot easier bottling like this, I think. So it's got a spring-loaded mechanism, and when you push the little plunger, it's obviously opening up and allowing the beer to flow. Good thing about this is as well, you're going to get a lot less mess, and also you can okay, a bit more, there we go. You can do things like that where with a tap you're putting a bit more, you're having to run it down the side of the bottle so it doesn't get all frothy. And look at that. I am very impressed with that. Let's try it with one of our glass ones. Now this is going to be a bit harder for me to see, but I can see it perfectly. We are right there. Okay, I'm leaving it about 1 inch from the top in the neck. Yeah, perfect. I am very impressed with that. What I'll do is I'm going to zoom the camera in so you can have a closer look at it, at what's going on here, and give you a better view basically. So we'll be back in a second. Right then, let's get the pet bottle because I think these are a bit easier for you to see. Now these carbonation drops, they're Wilko ones, and they're not that cheap. These aren't from Wilko. I think it's £4.50 for the pack, and I think you get 80 in there. And these contain sugar and glucose syrup. So as you can see here, there's a little plunger right on the end there. So let's put it up. Look at that. Fantastic that is. I'm very impressed with that bottling wand. And the good thing with the pet bottles is they're very even though they're dark, they're clear enough to see through. So you can see exactly how much you're putting in there. Let's do a glass one. just went bloody flying. Landed on my leg. So let's get the glass one on the go. Yeah, I am impressed with that bottling wand. I think if I'd have had this at the start, it would have saved me a lot of trouble. The siphons are good, but these are better, no doubt about it. And it's going to be so much faster. I think if I wasn't doing the video, I'd have had all of these done by now. So I'll cut it here and we'll be back when all the bottles are full and I'm putting on the caps. So be right back. Right then, all our beers are now in the bottle. So let's do a bit of capping. With the Cooper's Pet ones, we're just popping the label on and then screwing them on basically. So that's that one, because they do have a seal on them, these ones do. Can you see the seal right there? So when you open it, it'll be just like you brought it from a shop and it will break the seal basically. So to get them done, I have also got myself another beer capper, because the Wilko one, it's a bit finicky, that one is. So I think we'll be trying the new one. Okay, not going to do all of these, I'm just going to try the capper. This is the one I got. Just says twin lever beer capper, and it looks more robust, to be fair. Better Brew. Okay, so that might be the company name. Right, let's give it a try. Now I'm not sure. Right, that's not magnetic. That ain't. Okay, so to put it actually on the bottle. Well, perfect. That has worked absolutely perfect. Solid. Okay, let's give it another go. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see it a bit better. Let's go there. See what that looks like. Okay, that's on top. Now, all of these caps and bottles have all been sanitised beforehand, and the pet bottles in caps, look at that. That has sealed that. Absolutely brilliant. Fantastic. Now, I did also, let me zoom back out. We did a review on this and I called it Sefton's Brew, and I also did a video showing you how to label these up. I've now come up with another one which basically involves a Pritt stick, and all I do now is put it around the sides and stick it to the bottle, because it works a lot easier than the milk. When it comes to taking these labels off the bottle, when you clean the bottle, you're putting it in warm, bubbly, like washing up liquid, and these labels come off absolutely. They just fall off, basically. It won't fall off while it's nice and dry. Bit of water on that and it will come off, no bother. So that's that. Right then, all of that lot's bottled, and I've put some labels on some of them. Not all of them, but I only generally do that for ones that I'm going to give to people to give it a little try. And that new capper is spectacular. It is fantastic. It's much better than that Wilko one, I've got to admit. I mean, the Wilko one, I think it was $9.99. That capper was $14.99. But the price might have gone up on that one now, but it's a much better capper. The bottling wand I'm really impressed with that. I'll be using that every time I bottle from now on. The biggest problem I have at the moment is I can't get bottles where I live. I've tried, I've been on eBay, I've done all sorts to try and get brown glass, even clear glass, and I can't get them. I mean, there is a lot of sellers that sell these PET bottles. I'm not a fan of plastic anything, to be quite honest, and especially with my home brews I do prefer the glass bottles. I think it's better for storing it. There's probably nothing wrong at all with these plastic PET bottles, but it's just a personal preference. I don't like them that much, but I am very impressed with the way that went. I only wish I had some more, because I've got, excuse me, about 10 litres left, which is going to need bottling. I've got 2 cupboards full of beer at the moment, and trust me, I am getting through it, but I'm not getting through it that quick. Brilliant stuff, that is. So, hope you enjoyed the video, folks. Give us a like, leave your comments, and I'll catch you in the next episode. So, bye for now.